Today I'm gonna show y'all how to make dark ambient LA loops for artists like Drakeo the Ruler, Ralphie the Plug, and Suede. Now before we get into anything, rest in peace Drakeo the Ruler, long live Drakeo the Ruler, you feel me? Just gotta get that out the way because you gotta pay homage, gotta pay respect. Alright, so let's get into it. This is gonna be the melody that we're breaking down. It was going pretty crazy, right? It was kind of hard, right? Yeah, okay. So let me get into this. When it comes to ambient sounds, I really like looking into Analog Lab and Electra X. So I got the keypad preset from the Vision EXE bank. This is like a third-party bank. It doesn't come with Analog Lab, but I mean, shout out to Vision. I'm a fan of bro. And then this is what the presets sound like. So let me tell y'all how I made the chords for these step by step. So when it comes to chord progressions, what I've been doing lately is I'll take regular simple chords and I'll just change the voicing of them until it sounds like completely different or just like really cool and interesting and everything like that. What I'll do is I'll just make a little triad. So right here, C, boom. Skip one, go up one, skip one, go up one. There you go. Now we got the triad, you know what I mean? Now to beef it up and make it a little bit more thick, a little bit more full and everything like that, we're gonna take this root note right here, gonna copy it down one octave, then we're gonna copy it up one octave. And I'm sure y'all seen me do this trick a million times, but just to keep it from being stale, we're gonna change up the voicing a little bit afterwards. So go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, like I said, we're gonna change the voicing. So, you know what I mean? We'll get rid of this right here, you know what I mean? We'll take this right here, we'll bring it down to octave. We'll take this, you know what I mean? Get rid of that, bring this down to octave 2. And then I'll just take this one over here just to make it like a little bit more full, you know what I mean? And then that's how I got these two chords right here. Now when it comes to counter melodies for these dark LA loops, it's really good to stay around these little adjacent notes right here. I don't remember what the actual terminology for these are, but like the little half step thing. So you see how like this one right here is like a full step away from this one where it goes like highlighted and then not highlighted, then highlighted. You know what I mean? You really want to mess with the ones that are right next to each other where it goes like highlighted. You want to do that because it usually creates a really dark sound with the melody. And then after that, I felt like I had like a really good foundation. So I just went into other sounds and just try to add like little ear candies and stuff like that. So the first thing that I got was this bell and the hood, will, and swoopy abyss bank. And I just added this right here. And as you can see, it's really, really simple. So what you can do sometimes is just make multiple simple melodies, put them on top of each other, and then make it sound complex like that instead of just trying to make one grand orchestral piece, you know what I mean? Then I just threw this vocal in here. And I specifically threw this vocal in here just because I wanted to be kind of different, you know what I mean? Like, we're always used to like the regular, like, the regular vocal run stuff where it goes like, whoa, whoa, like all that stuff. So since we're so used to hearing that all the time, I wanted to choose something that sounded a little bit different. So that's why I went with like a more opera sounding vocal run rather than like the regular ones that we're used to using and everything like that. I did throw a lot of effects on this, so let me go over them with y'all real quick just so I can show y'all how to like manipulate these vocals so they sound cool and different, you know what I mean? So first thing I did was I threw on Crystalline. This is basically just like a reverb plugin. You can use any other reverb. This one isn't like crazy different than like a fruity reverb. Then I got this EQ right here. Now with vocals, I really like throwing heavy EQ on them. I like taking out a lot of the low end because, you know what I mean, we like to save that area for the bass. And I like cutting out the high end. Now, I really like cutting out the high end when it comes to vocal samples because vocals tend to kind of get in the way of like the actual vocals for the artist. You know what I mean? Like they kind of like clash together, not in a good way. Then I threw on this instance of Shaper Box. This is basically just making it pan left to right. You don't necessarily need this plugin to make that effect happen because what you could do is you could just like go right here, go to automate, and then you can automate the panning. And then you can basically get that same effect. You know what I mean? We just do this, and then when you play it, it'll still pan left to right like how the plugin is doing. And then I threw on this effect right here. This is actually a free plugin. It's called Finisher Micro. I put on the flanger effect just because sometimes flangers sound kind of cool on vocals, as a little bit of kind of like almost movement. You know what I mean? It just makes things sound interesting. You feel me? So this is Valhalla Supermassive. This is just a delay. It's like one of my favorite delays just because it's really easy to like manipulate the EQ and then like the mix and the delay. Like I just really like the user interface and it always sounds good to me. And then after that, I went into Xenology and I laid down a little bass line. These bass lines, I love using like the little 3 count just because it's so West Coast, you know what I mean? It just really encapsulates the sound, you feel me? So this is what the bass sound like. And when it comes to bass lines, I feel like everything works really, really well in 3s. So as you can see, this right here is like, it's a little 3 count, you know what I mean? And then this one right here is another 3 count, but it's just spaced out different. I think using these like little 3 counts within your melodies and bounces and everything like that makes everything like super bouncy. And then after that, I just took the root notes from the original chord progression and I put them into a low piano. You know what I mean? And doing that basically just kind of like helps fill out the low end. You know what I mean? I felt like the low end needed a little bit more body to it. So I added that in right there just to kind of make everything a little bit more full. And that is how you make dark ambient LA loops for artists like Drakeo the Ruler, Ralphie the Plug, and Suede. You feel me? Long live Drakeo.